Hey, you guys. Not going to stay on here long. I wanted to talk about this story really quickly. It's about a young man named Christian Law, and it just came across my desk actually. Thank you to those that sent it to me because I hadn't heard of this story. So Christian seemed like a very outstanding young man. He has since passed away. Um he he's he was found on the streets of West Town, which is it's not a bad area over there. He was found on the streets of West Town, and he he's deceased. He's deceased. So basically, they found him outside yesterday morning. We're gonna watch the news report. No coat and just dead. That's it. No wallet on him, no phone on him. And let's go to the news report. He was a veterinarian student, doing his thing and super young. And I'm just really sad to hear that. I just wanted to make sure we put this story out here because this is a mystery. Like, he's just found on the street, no coat, no nothing, and no one knows how long he was laying out there. Let's go ahead to the news article. Just really sad to hear that. And prayers to his family. Okay, let's go ahead and play it. Sorry, guys. This is definitely something. It should be ring doorbells. It should be something over in that area that people are able to track what happened, who dropped him off.
Veterinary student home for the holidays was found dead on the street in Westtown. Now his family and police are looking for clues after this young man spent a night out with friends. A family of 23-year-old Christian Law says that he was in his third semester at Ross University and he'd only been home for 24 hours when he was discovered on the sidewalk. NBC5's V. Wynn sat down with his godmother.
23-year-old Christian Law is being remembered tonight for his love for animals. At a young age, family says he knew he wanted to be a veterinarian.
He really spent a lot of time fulfilling his dream. It's unreal that this has happened. We're talking about a fine young man. I mean, very disciplined, very focused, kind, loving.
Illinois Senate Majority Leader Kimberly Lightford is Law's godmother and knew his father, who died from brain cancer. She's devastated and left wondering whether someone might have tried to harm him.
I know he wouldn't hurt anybody, and for him to suffer that way is so hurtful.
According to his family, Law went out with friends to Kashmir on the night of December 13th. He later ended up at a house party on Greenview Avenue. The following morning around 7, a woman walking her dog discovered Law on the sidewalk. He didn't have his coat and was pronounced at the hospital.
I know without a doubt that he wouldn't have never left without a coat, never left without an ID. It was freezing that night.
Family says his phone, ID, and credit cards were missing at first, but have since been recovered.
Nothing is adding up. Absolutely nothing is making sense to his mom and to the rest of his family.
Law's mom was too distraught to speak on camera, but told me over the phone she wants answers in her son's case. Lightford says they're now pleading for the public's help.
We lost such an amazing person who had a lot to give to society. We need the community to speak out. We need to know what actually happened to Christian.
The medical examiner's office says Law's cause and manner of death are still pending toxicology results. He was last seen alive on Greenview Avenue. If you have Ring doorbell.
Okay, I stand corrected. So he was, because I was about to say it wasn't cold this weekend. Okay, so the 13th is when he went out, December 13th. So I was reading another article. So they just came out with this story. So that must mean they're not getting answers. Now, I stand corrected. If you guys know more about Chicago than I do, Westtown is mostly Chicago is one of the most segregated cities in the world, if not the most segregated. Y'all, and I'm gonna look it up. West Town is like Ukrainian and Polish area. Let me look that up. West Town. It got a lot of restaurants over there. Let's see. Let's go to Wikipedia. West Town. Okay, it's one of the city's officially designated community area. Yeah, mostly historically part of Polish downtown. Okay, over there, like you could get like really good food. Yeah, I thought so. Hey, Gardis. Okay, thank you, Gardis. It's mostly Polish, Hispanic, and Ukrainian. I thought so. Okay. So that was on the 13th that he was just found on the ground the next morning. That's really something. And so what this is telling me is that they're not getting a lot of cooperation, and so now they went to the media. So this article, it says he went to a house party on Greenview Avenue and then around 7 a.m. the next morning, a woman walking her dog found him lying on the sidewalk. How long was he there? This is okay. So it says officials have not yet released the cause of death. Laboratory testing and other analysis are still underway, and toxicology results can take weeks or even months. Okay. So the next steps are, okay. Hey, Rajan. The next steps are Chicago police are treating his death as a death investigation and say detectives will keep interviewing people who were with him. That's what I wanted to talk about. Like they said at first they couldn't get his phone, his wallet, or anything, but it's since been recovered. Where was his friends? Like this whole thing where people leave their friend. I'm not part of that culture. Like where you leave your friends. We have to, hey, stay on the phone with me until you get to your car. If you're going to a separate parking lot, or we drive each other to each other vehicles, we all walk to one car. We always have someone together. If you're male or female, we're together. She, he, they, we're all together. And making sure everybody gets safe. Call me when you get home. So I don't understand. Where was his friends? Okay. So this says they're treated as a death investigation and say detectives will keep interviewing people who were with him and reviewing any available surveillance footage. As the family and community supporters press for clarity and make funeral arrangements, investigators are urging anyone with information to contact the police. No arrests or charges have been announced, and the investigation remains active. So prayers to the Law family. This is just very, very sad. So only 23 years old. I wanted to make sure I covered this story. And yeah, you guys take care of yourself and each other. As I always say, check on your loved ones. And my condolences to the family. Someone had to see something over there. Someone had to have passed by him. 7 a.m. The sun is out by then. Yeah. This is really sad. Okay, you guys, I'll call you back later, okay? I'll chat with you a little later, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.